welcome to the Discriminating Gamer, the board game review show that has nothing but honorable intentions toward your mother, Billy, and it would like to begin courting her. I told you recently about Android Netrunner. I wanted to take some time today to tell you about one of the expansions for this game, Honor and Profit, from Fantasy Flight Games. Honor and Profit from Fantasy Flight Games is a deluxe expansion. I believe it's the second deluxe expansion. I think it came out late last year, early this year. I'm not 100% sure. But I just want to tell you briefly. Now, if you know how to play the game, this will all make sense. If you haven't played the game before, maybe not. Maybe you can find some instructional video. Fantasy Flight Games has a great tutorial on kind of a run down of how to play the game. I just want to talk briefly about some of the cool cards this expansion adds. Now, the Honor and Profit expansion gives cards that expand the Jinteki Corporation and the criminal faction of runners. Now, there are some really, really cool new cards here. In a nutshell, here's just a few of them. For the Jinteki, there is several new identity cards. Harmony MedTech essentially lowers the number of agenda points to win, both for the corporation and for the runners. So you're only playing to 6 points instead of 7 points to win the game, if you play with that particular identity card. Silhouette is also a really cool card. You can go ahead and if you make a successful run on the HQ, you can also expose another card somewhere out there on the table. The Tenma Clone asset is also very cool for the corporation. It essentially allows them to swap 2 pieces of installed ice. That can be very useful if you want to move around your defenses on the board. It's a great card. Also, there is the Medical Breakthrough Agenda card. Now what this does is if you score a Medical Breakthrough Agenda card, any of the other Medical Breakthrough Agenda cards you are trying to advance will cost you 1 less advancement point. Normally they cost 4. The first one will cost you 4, but the next 2, if you have them there and they come out and you place them in one of your remote servers, they will only cost you 3 to advance. Well, you can spend all 3 of your clicks to advance one of those, so that is really something to look into. Very, very cool new cards. One of my favorite new cards, or least favorite new cards from this set, depending on which side I'm playing, is the Legwork Event card for the runners. Essentially, what this card allows the runner player to do is make a run on the HQ, and if that run is successful, the runner does not just draw 1 card to look at, they draw 3 cards to look at. Now this card is incredibly powerful. I was recently playing a game where I was a corporation and I had a handful of agenda cards, 3 agenda cards to be exact, and my opponent, he actually went ahead, played this card, and since he'd already scored 5 agenda points, he was able to grab a bunch of agenda cards from me and win the game. Pretty early in the game too. This can be a devastating card if you're the corporation, but it's a lot of fun. So that's just a quick overview of some of the cards in Honor and Profit. This is a great little deluxe expansion. I recommend it if you are a fan of Android Netrunner. So check it out. The recommendation for the Discriminating Gamer is if you like Android Netrunner, you're going to want to buy it. Thank you once again for joining us for the Discriminating Gamer. Please, 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 we ask you, like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. We are the Discriminating Gamer. And you want to know something? You really should not hack into other people's computers. But if you have to, do it with cards. Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm